Seniors, are you eating the right honey or the one that's slowly harming you? Honey has long been seen as nature's most innocent gift, a golden drop of sweetness stirred into tea, spread on warm toast, or taken as a soothing remedy for sore throats and sleepless nights. For generations, it's been trusted, even cherished. But what if the honey sitting in your kitchen today isn't the same healing nectar you once knew? As we age, our bodies become more sensitive, our digestion slows, our immune system weakens, and toxins linger longer. That means what once nourished us might now be silently harming us. Shockingly, some types of honey, though marketed as pure or natural, are filled with hidden dangers, added sugars, heat processing, and even chemical residues that can slowly wear down an aging body. But not all honey is bad. In fact, some rare kinds of honey may actually improve memory, ease joint pain, and support immunity, if you know what to look for. In this guide, we'll uncover 3 types of honey seniors should avoid at all costs and introduce you to 3 healing honeys you should take daily to stay sharp, strong, and truly well. Let's begin. Your health may depend on it. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 3. Dangerous types of honey that the elderly should not use. 1. Adulterated honey. The sweet lie that can slowly harm your health. Not all honey is created equal, and sadly, not all honey is even real. For many seniors walking the aisles of the grocery store or browsing online health markets, the label pure honey offers comfort, a return to something natural, traditional, wholesome. But in today's world of mass production and profit-first manufacturing, that golden liquid you stir into your tea may be anything but what nature intended. Adulterated honey, often found in low-cost commercial brands, is diluted with high fructose corn syrup, glucose, rice syrup, or other cheap sweeteners. These additives aren't just filler, they are metabolic landmines for older adults. High fructose corn syrup, for example, has been directly linked to increased insulin resistance, fatty liver disease, and chronic inflammation, all of which are especially dangerous for seniors whose metabolic processes have slowed and whose organs are more vulnerable. You may think you're boosting your immune system or soothing your cough, but in reality, this type of fake honey may be spiking your blood sugar, burdening your liver, and quietly fueling conditions like type 2 diabetes, hypertension, or cognitive decline. These sugars rush into the bloodstream, triggering rapid insulin spikes, and unlike natural honey, offer no enzymes, no antioxidants, no nutrients, just empty, harmful calories. For seniors already managing blood sugar issues, heart problems, or mild cognitive decline, this is more than just unhealthy. It's dangerous. The body becomes less able to process sugars efficiently with age. The pancreas weakens, liver detox slows, and inflammation becomes more chronic. And here's the hidden cruelty. Many of the symptoms caused by this artificial honey, fatigue, brain fog, joint pain, even forgetfulness, are often mistaken as just getting older. But what if it isn't age at all? What if it's what's in your honey jar? And it's not always easy to spot. Some of these products are ultra-filtered, stripping away pollen and markers that help trace honey back to its floral and regional origin. Once filtered and processed, it becomes almost impossible to distinguish from sugar syrup, and the FDA doesn't always require labeling to make that clear. The damage hides behind marketing words like golden, natural, or pure, leaving seniors unknowingly consuming something their bodies were never meant to handle. So, what's the solution? Awareness. Read the label. Know your source. Real honey should crystallize over time, have a floral aroma, and, most importantly, come from verified beekeepers or trusted local sources. Your health deserves nothing less than authenticity. But while fake honey may fool the senses, there's another hidden danger hiding behind even well-packaged jars. One that's been heat treated, stripped of its healing powers, and often mistaken for medicine. Let's take a deeper look. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now, let's move on to point number 2. 2. Pasteurized honey, the warmed-over illusion that robs you silently. There's a quiet betrayal happening on the shelves of your local store. It comes in a glass jar, golden and gleaming, labeled with words that promise purity, health, and tradition. But behind that familiar warmth lies a harsh reality. Pasteurized honey, often misunderstood and mislabeled, is not the healing nectar your body remembers from younger days. And for seniors, especially those already dealing with weakened immunity, inflammation, or chronic illness, it may offer more harm than help. Pasteurization is the process of heating honey to high temperatures, sometimes over 100, in an attempt to prevent crystallization, kill yeast, and prolong shelf life. It sounds harmless. In fact, it sounds like something that's being done for your benefit. But this intense heat destroys the very life within honey, the beneficial enzymes, natural antioxidants, probiotics, and antibacterial compounds that make raw honey one of nature's most medicinal foods. For older adults whose bodies are already fighting inflammation, whose digestive systems are more fragile, and whose cells are more vulnerable to oxidative stress, this dead honey does little to support healing. The enzymes that help balance blood sugar? Gone. The compounds that soothe the gut and support immune defenses? Neutralized. What's left is a sugary syrup that tastes like honey, but acts like refined sugar in the bloodstream. What makes this worse is the illusion of benefit. Seniors are often encouraged to take a spoonful of honey for a sore throat, sleep troubles, or digestive upset. But pasteurized honey lacks the very bioactive compounds that could support those issues. Instead of calming inflammation, it may contribute to it. Instead of balancing your gut, it may disrupt it, especially when consumed daily, believing it's still natural medicine. It's a silent shift. One day, the honey that once helped your digestion now causes bloating. The sleep aid no longer soothes. The spoonful of goodness now fuels your fatigue. And most people never suspect the honey itself because we're taught to trust it. But trust without understanding becomes vulnerability. To protect yourself, seek raw, unpasteurized honey from local farms, trusted beekeepers, or certified organic sources. These still contain the pollen, enzymes, and microflora that interact positively with your aging body. And yes, raw honey may crystallize over time, but that's a sign of life, not a flaw. You can always gently warm it in hot water, never boiling, to return it to liquid form without destroying its goodness. But while pasteurization may rob honey of its healing spirit, there's another danger far more hidden, one that doesn't appear on labels at all, yet finds its way into your body with each spoonful. It begins on the farm, not in the jar. And it's time you knew what else might be lurking inside your honey. 3. Contaminated honey, the silent toxin in your spoon. For many seniors, honey holds a place of comfort, a symbol of natural sweetness and old-fashioned healing. a teaspoon with warm tea, a drizzle on toast, or a soothing remedy for a dry cough. But in today's industrial world, even something as sacred and simple as honey can carry unseen threats. And for older adults whose bodies no longer filter toxins as efficiently, those hidden dangers can quietly take a toll. Contaminated honey is an unfortunate consequence of large-scale, chemically driven agriculture. Bees travel miles to collect nectar, and along the way, they often land on crops sprayed with pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides. These toxic chemicals don't stay on the plants. They follow the bees back to the hive, where residues seep into the honey, residues that cannot be removed once inside. Worse, some commercial beekeepers, particularly in countries with looser regulations, use antibiotics to prevent hive infections, leaving traces of pharmaceutical drugs in the final product. The problem isn't just environmental, it becomes biological, especially for seniors. When you consume honey contaminated with substances like glyphosate, a widely used herbicide, or antibiotics such as chloramphenicol, your already aging liver must work overtime to filter what it can. But liver detoxification weakens with age, kidneys lose efficiency, and the immune system, already more fragile, becomes less equipped to handle chronic chemical exposure. These residues don't cause an immediate collapse. They whisper their harm slowly through inflammation, fatigue, digestive disturbances, and even neurological symptoms like confusion or memory lapses. Over time, they contribute to the kind of chronic conditions that many seniors struggle with: autoimmune flare-ups, gut imbalance, cardiovascular strain, and even cognitive decline. What's even more unsettling is how little most consumers know about this risk. Labels rarely mention pesticide testing. Trace contaminants don't have to be disclosed. Some imported honey is even laundered through other countries to hide its true origin. Practice documented by investigative reports. This leaves seniors unknowingly consuming something their generation once trusted, now changed by an agricultural system they never consented to. But you can reclaim that trust. Seek out honey from local beekeepers, especially those who use organic or pesticide-free practices. Ask questions. Look for third-party testing. Real, clean honey should feel alive, rich in aroma, flavor, and the unseen nutrients that support rather than strain your health. Now that we've uncovered the risks hiding in honey, you might wonder, is there any honey left that's safe? The answer is yes. And not only are there safe honeys, but a few varieties may actually support your brain, soothe inflammation, and strengthen your immune system as you age. Let's explore the 3 you should consider taking every single day. 3 types of honey, good for the elderly, should be used every day. 1. Manuka honey, the golden medicine, hidden in a flower. Not all honeys are created equal, and some, like Manuka honey, are far more than just sweet. For seniors seeking gentle, natural support for their immune system, digestion, or inflammation, Manuka honey may be one of the few foods that comes close to true edible medicine. Born from the resilient Manuka bush in the wild landscapes of New Zealand, this honey is not just prized for its rarity, it's revered for its healing power, backed by science and centuries of indigenous use. What makes Manuka honey special is its high content of methylglyoxal, MGO, a unique antibacterial compound not found in regular honey. The higher the MGO, the more potent its medicinal properties. And for older adults, especially those dealing with weakened immunity, chronic inflammation, gut issues, or slow wound healing, this can make a noticeable difference in day-to-day vitality. Manuka honey works in quiet, steady ways, just like aging itself. A spoonful each day can help soothe sore throats, improve digestion, and even support the body's defense against certain bacteria, like H. pylori, which is linked to ulcers and stomach discomfort. Its anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties don't just fight illness. They promote repair and resilience, which are exactly what aging bodies need more of. But beyond the physical, there's something emotionally nourishing about Manuka honey too. Its rich, earthy taste feels grounding. Its texture is thick, luxurious, reminding many seniors of a time when food was simple, local, and pure. Using it isn't just about health. It's a daily act of care, of connection, of giving your body something real. It's also safe for long-term use when taken in moderation. 1 teaspoon a day, ideally raw and taken on an empty stomach, can become a calming ritual, especially when paired with warm water or tea. Many seniors report fewer seasonal infections, improved digestion, and even clearer thinking after incorporating Manuka into their routines. When choosing a Manuka honey, look for labels that list UMF 10 plus or MGO 250 plus. These ratings ensure the honey is not only authentic, but also potent enough to deliver its health benefits. Yes, it's more expensive than regular honey, but think of it as an investment in your well-being, not just another item in the pantry. And while Manuka may be the crown jewel of healing honeys, it's not the only one. There's another variety made from the leaves of a tree once considered medicinal in its own right that may help older lungs breathe easier and bring relief where pharmaceuticals fall short. Let's take a closer look. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. 2. Eucalyptus honey, nature's breath for aging, lungs, and restless nights. As we grow older, we begin to understand that breathing is more than just survival. It's a quiet rhythm of life, a sense of ease that we feel deeply when it's missing. For many seniors, shortness of breath, chronic cough, or the weight of congestion becomes a daily burden, especially during colder months or allergy seasons. It's in these moments that eucalyptus honey rises, not just as a food, but as a breath of relief, gentle, steady, and restorative. Harvested from bees that forage on eucalyptus blossoms, this honey carries the very essence of the tree's healing spirit. Known for its natural decongestant and anti-inflammatory properties, eucalyptus has long been used in vapor rubs, teas, and cough syrups. But when its nectar is transformed into honey, something remarkable happens. It becomes a sweet yet medicinal remedy, ideal for seniors seeking natural support for their respiratory health. The aroma of eucalyptus honey is distinct, slightly woody with herbal undertones. The taste is bold, less sugary, and more grounded, a kind of flavor that seems to wake the senses, clear the head, and open the chest. When taken in warm water or slowly savored on its own, it can help loosen mucus, ease throat irritation, and calm inflamed airways, all without the drowsiness or side effects of over-the-counter drugs. But the benefits go beyond the lungs. Eucalyptus honey is also rich in antioxidants, which support the body's immune defenses and may help reduce chronic inflammation, especially in the joints, a common challenge for those over 65. Some studies even suggest it has mild antimicrobial effects, helping guard against seasonal colds and sinus infections that tend to linger longer in older adults. Just as important as its medicinal value is the emotional comfort it brings. For many seniors, a nightly ritual of sipping eucalyptus honey in tea before bed can help settle the nerves and relax the breath, encouraging deeper, more restful sleep. In a world where pills often feel overwhelming, this small, natural choice becomes an act of self-kindness. To receive the full benefit, choose raw, unprocessed eucalyptus honey, ideally from trusted local or regional sources, free from added sugar or filtration. 1 teaspoon in the morning or evening can go a long way, especially when paired with warm liquids. And while eucalyptus honey supports the breath, there's another type of honey, say wild and raw, born from untamed fields and flowering meadows, that may hold the secret to better digestion, stronger immunity, and even cognitive clarity in your golden years. You won't want to miss what makes this next honey so special. 3. Raw wildflower honey, the earth's gentle tonic for aging bodies and tired minds. There's something quietly powerful about wild places, untouched fields, blooming meadows, and the unplanned harmony of nature. And from these places, something extraordinary is born. Raw wildflower honey, a sweet gift from bees that collect nectar not from one flower, but from dozens of different blossoms, each carrying a trace of the earth's wisdom. For seniors, this honey is more than a pantry item. It's a daily tonic for vitality, clarity, and calm. Unlike monofloral honeys that come from a single plant, wildflower honey is a natural blend, shaped by the changing seasons and the diversity of local plants. Because of that, it contains a broader spectrum of antioxidants, enzymes, and trace minerals, offering well-rounded support for the aging body. It's the kind of honey that reflects the richness of nature itself, and it brings that richness into your daily life. For older adults, especially those facing sluggish digestion, low immunity, or mental fatigue, raw wildflower honey can be a gentle, steady support. The natural enzymes found in unprocessed honey help aid digestion, breaking down food more easily and soothing the stomach lining. At the same time, its natural prebiotic qualities help nourish healthy gut bacteria, which play a crucial role in immune function and even emotional health. Wildflower honey also has a mild anti-inflammatory effect, which can be helpful for seniors managing joint pain, skin sensitivity, or chronic fatigue. It doesn't work like a drug. There's no harsh push or immediate reaction. Instead, it restores balance quietly, from the inside out. Many older adults find that taking a teaspoon daily, especially first thing in the morning or before bed, helps them feel more grounded, less bloated, and even a bit sharper in thought. And perhaps what makes wildflower honey so special is not just what it does, but how it makes you feel. Its flavor, sometimes floral, sometimes earthy, depending on where it's harvested, carries the spirit of the land. It reminds us that healing doesn't always come in the form of pills or prescriptions. Sometimes it comes in something simple, sweet, and deeply natural. To experience its full benefit, make sure your wildflower honey is raw and local, ideally from a beekeeper you trust. Avoid overly filtered or pasteurized versions that strip away the very compounds your body needs. And remember, it's not just what's in the jar, but the life it carries with it. Now that you've discovered the honey's worth adding to your daily routine, one question remains. How do you choose the right one? And how can you tell it's real, safe, and truly healing? In the next section, we'll reveal the simple tests, labels, and insider tips that can protect you from being fooled. The sweet truth. Choosing honey with wisdom, not habit. As we grow older, health is no longer something we take for granted. It becomes a conscious choice, a daily responsibility, and in many ways, a reflection of how deeply we value our own well-being. The small things matter more now. A walk in the morning sun, a good night's sleep, a meal made with care. Even something as seemingly simple as the honey you add to your tea deserves a second look. You've now seen that not all honey is created equal. Some are silently working against your health, loaded with added sugars, processed to the point of lifelessness, or tainted with chemical residues that your aging liver and kidneys can no longer handle the way they once could. These honeys don't just fail to nourish, they contribute to fatigue, inflammation, and cognitive fog that too many seniors mistakenly accept as just getting older. But knowledge gives you power, and with the right choices, honey can still be a gift, a natural healing ally in your daily routine. Whether it's manuka honey easing inflammation and supporting digestion, eucalyptus honey opening up tired lungs and calming the breath, or raw wildflower honey gently supporting your immunity and brain, each offers something deeper than flavor. They offer connection to nature, to your body, to a simpler kind of medicine that works with you, not against you. This isn't about quick fixes or miracle cures. It's about respecting your body's changing needs. After 60, the path to wellness is not paved with more. It's paved with better. Better choices, better awareness, and better habits. So the next time you reach for a jar of honey, ask yourself, is this helping me heal, or is it slowly wearing me down? Your body, even now, has an incredible capacity to recover, to feel stronger, clearer, and more alive when you give it the right support. Let honey be more than sweet. Let it be intentional. Because at this stage in life, every drop matters. And as we close this guide, remember, the health you protect today is the freedom you keep tomorrow. Choose wisely, live gently, and never stop learning how to care for the one body you've been blessed to carry through the years. Now, if you're wondering how to find truly authentic honey, how to spot fakes, read labels, and make confident, healthy purchases, stay with us. In the next section, we'll walk you through exactly how to shop smart, buy right, and protect your health with every jar you bring home. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.